So how's everybody doing today? I'm going to take a little ride to a coffee shop today. One I've been to before, but I think I'll take a little different route. I had a positive first interview yesterday with a company, so hopefully that'll progress. I think I'll move on to the second one, and I need to show some code, and I don't really have any that's not tied to a company I used to work for, so I've got to come up with something. Try to work on that and figure out what I'm going to do. So yeah, it's been a beautiful few days here. Been out mostly doing yard work, stuff like that. So I've been doing a little bit of riding, but mainly back and forth to the grocery store. I haven't really recorded anything lately. So today I thought I would just record this ride, and we'll see how it goes. This person behind me is a little gas happy. So I think we'll take the long way out today and go out past the hospital. So yeah, it's not a lot been going on. Like I said, doing a lot of yard work. I did on Sunday. I didn't mention this previously, but I was able to find like a riding group in Columbus that was doing this scootnik, like a scooter picnic thing. And I signed up for their newsletter and I was going to go on Sunday, and then I had a guy that I used to coach Little League with pass away, and my son and I were going to go to his funeral on Sunday, so I kind of was going to skip the whole scooter ride. But my son bartends and works nights and overslept, and we didn't get going, and I ended up missing the funeral. And so I thought, oh, you know what, I'm going to try to ride over and just see if I can catch up with these people. And followed their map that they had provided, and I tried to time it to where I thought they would be, but I could never locate them. So ended up just giving up after about an hour and a half of trying to find them, and came back home. But stay on that newsletter and try to do the next one or do another ride, meet up with some people. Just hoping to get to meet some other scooter riders. So that kind of fell through. That kind of whole Sunday fell through. But yeah, I took off. I rode the scooter for the furthest away from my house I ever did. They were doing this ride where they were going to go through all the kind of northwest Ohio, or I guess central Ohio would be, reservoirs. So like Hoover, Griggs, and some other ones. Anyway, I tried to catch up with them, like I said, but just could never find anybody. I did run across a couple individual scooter riders, but nobody from the group, so I just called it and went home. But it was a fun ride. Got lost a few times. I wasn't using my map. Like they had this map thing set up, but when you added it, you had to add it to this ride with GPS app, which I needed a subscription in order to actually follow the map. So I tried to just stick it in Google as best I could, and it just it didn't quite work out. So, but I weaved my way over in there, and I thought I got on the path for a little while, and I thought, you know what, if they either were slow and way behind me, or they got ahead of me and just anyway. So that was a bummer. I was really hoping to catch up with them, and then I ended up having to do something in the afternoon, and so I did go home. But I could have met him at the shelter house for the picnic portion of it. Shit, I don't have my strap hooked to my helmet. So we're gonna do that real quick. All right, back on track. I noticed when I didn't pull my chin cuff thing down that from my helmet, it wasn't strapped. So I had a person today ask me what mic I use on my GoPro. I responded, but you can always check. I guess I didn't actually list it, so never mind. I was thinking I listed it in video 1, but no, I didn't, and I didn't do it in 5 either. So, but yeah, my audio setup is the Osmo 4, DJI Osmo 4, and their wireless mic 2, which is a great combination. Highly recommend it. I had bought a GoPro Hero 11. Oh, probably, 2 Christmases ago. It was on sale because we were going on vacation to Hawaii, and I wanted to record underwater and stuff like that. And so I bought one, and not long after that, the 12 came out, which I wish I waited for because it actually has Bluetooth audio. You can hook a mic up to that, but 11, you cannot hook up a Bluetooth mic. So I had to do a wired mic, and the wired mic, I tried a couple cheap ones from Amazon. They didn't record, but only on one channel. And the wired setup is just a complete pain in the butt, to be honest with you. So, highly recommend the wireless version. I bought the camera and the single mic, the single wireless mic. They have a 2-pack with a receiver that's really cool. I thought about getting that, but I don't really need it, so wasn't no point. I think the $399 for the camera, I think, US, and about $100 for the mic. I did keep the noise reduction on the mic. Sometimes it sounds a little bit like robotic in a sense, especially the background noise that it's canceling out. But I think it sounds better than if you leave it off. So yeah, it's been some warm ones lately. Warm days, 85. I think it's about gonna get up to 85 today, or roughly there. I'm hoping it said about 78 to 80 this coming weekend, Memorial Day weekend. So I'm hoping a little cooler weather then, and my wife and I can get our garden boxes put in. And mulch. I bought like 30 bags of mulch, which I need to put in, and weed and all that stuff. It's been too hot. So yeah, this is the golf course. I guess this is kind of what the south part of town, I guess it is. If you watch the Ride to Dear Dutchman video I posted, it's similar. Similar route I'm taking, but I'm going to cut over on industrial. Kind of want to get some air in my jacket because it is warm today. So I got up this morning, actually last night I was looking online. I got an email from 6D Helmets. I don't know if you've ever checked out 6D Helmets, but they're a pretty nice helmet. They did a study with the NFL about concussion injuries and developed this kind of anti-shearing helmet technology. People that wear them swear by them. A lot of the pro, racers, dirt racers and stuff wear them. And they look really nice. They're just freaking expensive, like $799 for the one I wanted. Well, they're having $150 off, I saw last night. And then this one guy I followed on YouTube, Moto Jitsu, he offers a Eddie Safe coupon code. You can get another like $65 off. So it brings it down about $585. Seriously considering it. Because I think that's the cheapest that helmet's ever going to get. Unless they do a closeout at some point. So yeah, I've been wanting one of those helmets. I wanted one before I got this AGVK6, which I really like too. It's a nice helmet. But I just didn't want to spend the money on the other one. And eventually I'd like to get I'd like to get like a airbag suit or vest for protection. I think that would be cool. It doesn't matter if you're on a scooter or a motorcycle. 50-mile-an-hour wreck is a 50-mile-an-hour wreck. So what's everybody been up to lately? I appreciate all of the new subscribers. I think I'm up past 60 now, which I'm really surprised. If you watched my other videos or watch this one and like it, go ahead and subscribe. I'm not going to ask you to do that too many times. But go ahead and do it if you like it. It's kind of more of just a document where I'm going with my scooter and have fun recording and making the videos. So currently I talked about my camera. So Bug, if you've not got his or looked at his channel, Bug Scooters, I think he's calling it now. He's got a Bug Moto channel for motorcycling also. He mentioned DaVinci Resolve one day, and I was like, oh, I'll have to try that out. I mean, I've used iMovie and I used the Adobe products for a while, and I thought, oh, this is free. I might as well give it a go. And it's pretty good. It's a pretty decent product. You can pay for the pro version, get you a little more processing, threading, and some other things, but free is still pretty good for what I needed to do currently. So I think I'll stick with that for a while, but it's pretty good editing software. If you've never used it, you might have to watch some tutorials, but if you've used editing software before, it's pretty easy to pick up. did have to watch a couple of videos on how to duplicate my audio, because when I originally started recording, it was only in mono and it was on the left side, and I had to duplicate it to get it stereo. So I watched videos on how to do that, and how to overlay pictures and that kind of stuff. Has a lot of effects out of the box. You can you do all kinds of stuff with it. It's pretty cool. Company that makes it sells a lot of hardware, and that's how they make their money. They just give the software away for free as kind of a glue, I think. One thing, if you do use DaVinci Resolve, and I'm sure other editing software is like this, when you import your clips and stuff, it's keeps a reference to the point. And I had a bit of a headache when I realized I was running out of space and I had to kind of move stuff around. But there is a way that you can archive your project and then check this box to keep the source material with it, and it'll basically copy it over. So when you back up, make sure you do that, is archive it and keep the original video with it. And then you can move it wherever you want. And then there's an import to import the archive back in, and it'll set it all back up for you. There's something to keep in mind. Because even though I have 1 terabyte drive on my MacBook Pro, I end up having to move some stuff over to a USB-C drive to make space. Because the raw clips from the Osmo, they can take up some space, especially if you're going to record in 4K. I think they're about 18 gigabytes a piece if you record for the full length of, before the camera actually splits it off into another clip or another video. It'll do that at a certain point. They're the biggest one's about 18 gigs. So, plus I had drone footage and other stuff on my drive also, not just video. DaVinci, it has a setting when you export, you can go right to YouTube, and it'll basically set it all up. You run it, it'll record, it'll compile the video into an MP4 file on a place on your machine you designate, and then it uploads the video to YouTube after you've connected DaVinci to your account. So it's really easy to get stuff up there. Just keep in mind that it takes a long time for videos to process. Typically at 4K, it'll take 4 to 6 hours to process. Something I typically, I'll set up at night and then schedule it for a publish in the morning, or a couple days ahead of time or something like that. The bugs are out. I'm feeling pinging off my helmet. Even though it is warm, this breeze is really nice. I wish there was another way to take you guys out of Marysville, but it's really only a couple directions. There are a couple roads to get to this way. This probably doesn't get picked up in the camera, but the cottonwood around here, I think that's what it's called, it looks like it's snowing sometimes. And man, does that stuff make me sneeze. Hopefully I don't suck any into my helmet. So we're going to take Brock here into Dublin again. And this will be fun. I like riding on this road. You know, I'm curious what this housing development's like. I'm gonna try it. Looking around in here. Never been back in here. Oh, there's still a lot of construction going on. Okay, I'm not gonna chance puncturing a tire, but interesting. Didn't know this was even back here. Can't see with all the trees. Okay. So yeah, I guess you can see it from there. It's like a small little development right now. The road to maybe expand later. So one of my videos I talked about housing development, and see these houses out here, this is how I would want my house. A little bit of space like this, little land. Maybe with a lake behind it, would be great. These developers buy up the land and they want to shove as many houses together as they can to make their profit, which, you know, if I was doing that, I'd probably do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie, but from a buyer's perspective, not my ideal place to live. Loved it when my kids were little, but not anymore. You're like, these are huge. 20 feet from each other. I guess less yard to mow would be a bonus. I used to think it was funny to see a Tesla pulling things like a trailer, but after riding in my friends and talking to him, man, they have some major torque. They have no, and they're so heavy, they have no trouble pulling stuff like that. Definitely can't do that on a regular car. Curious how the wind is today. I have all my vents in my helmet open. We'll see once I get into post. So what's everybody been up to? Leave me some comments. You have questions about scootering or anything like that, let me know. I wonder how many bugs the camera's picking up. Definitely gonna have to wipe off my visor when I get parked here. Thought they were turning into there or something. Like, wow, that's really early turn signal. But you're going exactly where I'm going. Gotta remember this road's gonna be closed. My luck, I'll come down here and try to get by. Not going to be here very long, to be honest, because I gotta run back home, get the car, and pick my wife up later. Today I've been cleaning out my garage also, and I got rid of about 10 years probably worth of old chemicals. Finally, I took them to the recycler. I've been taking up space in my garage for quite a while. I'm happy to finally get rid of all that stuff. So I needed the car to take that over there this morning, and I had to drop her at a friend's house. She had the day off today. So yeah, I'm gonna come up here onto the coffee place, Coastline Coffee. Probably get a raspberry latte or caramel macchiato or something. I do love my coffee. Doesn't look like it's very busy today either. All right, I will catch you all guys on the flip side. See ya.